Good. Okay. So good evening again, everyone. So yesterday we have seen few what is that? How do we store Python file, or else how do we run it? How can we see, or else in how many different ways we can see the output when we run the source file. Okay. So today we'll see few things like I have a plan. Okay, I'll just introduce you few other things also, like few syntax errors or semantics. What is semantics? Okay, how Python executes, how it is different from other programming languages. These kind of things we'll try to understand. Okay, so before that, I want to go through few other things like I have a text file, okay, with me, which has all the modules that we are going to cover in this training session. Okay, so out of these subtopics or else topics that I've listed, few can be optional. It depends on your interest. Let's say, for example, this module called Git. Okay, this is up to your interest. Okay, if you are completely interested in this to learn, okay, we will go through it. Like this is independent of our Python course. Okay, it's not dependent on our anything. Okay, they are not interdependent. But if you want to get into software programming, okay, you should understand this one. So I'll change if this module takes hardly 2 days. Okay, module two, like the Git thing, hardly takes 2 days. Okay, but it depends. It depends on us. Okay, when do we start it? Okay, so when I feel comfortable, when I think that okay, you are at a stage to understand this one, I'll start it. Okay, but I'll separate things in things like this. Okay, module one, module two, module three, something like that. Uh, few things. Uh, it's not in the order. Okay, whatever number I've given, it's not going to be in the same order that I've written here. Okay, so in Saturday and Sunday, I'll try to finish this and I'll share that with you as well. Right. Next, I have few other important things that I've listed here, like few keywords or errors. All these things will be shared with you via a software called, or else a dashboard, a web dashboard called Git, web application called GitHub. Okay, so you can also have your own Git account with you, right? You can also create your own Git account, but it completely depends on your own choice. Okay, it's up to you. You just let me know in the chat box. I'll give you the importance, or else I'll tell you the importance of having a Git account. Okay, it's personal choice. Okay, but even without Git account also, you can continue this session. I'm not saying it is mandatory, but it is a good to have option. Okay, so I'll share my code or else my daily classes with you via this GitHub itself. Okay, I can share your code, or I can share the code. Okay, or else if you see um, my previous batches codes. Okay, see I have all my code updated with them here. Okay, Rohit said he's interested. That's good. So I have added all my daily codes. Okay, day 23, something like that. Okay, so I have covered some string methods in on that day. So whatever I'm covering in a specific day, so I'll keep put it in a folder. Then I'll push the code here, so that, and I made this repository public. Okay, repository equivalent to folder. Okay, I made this repository a public one so that everyone can view it. I'll share the links with you guys. Okay, you can just view them like once after the session is done. Okay, so as of now, I didn't add anything. If you see, I didn't add any code here. Okay, I'll yesterday's code here. I'll try to add yesterday's code here so that you guys can, or day one's code. I'll remove this because we don't need this PDF with us. Okay. So day one, we just started with this programming intro, something like that. Day two, just a second. Sorry. Day two, we started with list of things that we need, kind of thing. Okay. Editor. We started installing Python and VS Code. Okay. Then we started executing our first program, or else we started writing our first source file, Python file. Okay. On day three, we'll try to see syntax and like whatever I have in my mind. Okay, I'll put it in day three. I'll add all these things in under day three. Okay. So let me add how you're going to view all these day one, day two activities. Like I'll show you now. Mm, I'll add course plan also. Okay. I'll add, okay, programming intro, list of things we need, railway. Okay, these are all the things that we have. Class one and two. Okay. Pushing, or else it's uploading in this web page. It's like having the same setup, or else the same folder in the cloud space. That's it. Okay. It's like having the same repository or the same folder in the cloud space. Right now, this doesn't have anything. This just has a simple README file which tells us about the folder. Okay, what is this folder called? Why we created it? If you have any instructions to be executed, all we can list out in this README file. Okay. Why it is taking too much time to push? Then see, previously there used to be no folders or else no files here, but right now, if you see, I have my course syllabus, whatever I have seen, whatever I've shown you in the local folder or else in my system, in my computer, local computer. Okay. Whatever I'm showing you here. Okay. I can just view it on the web page or else this GitHub web page. I'll just share the link with you guys right now. You can also view the same thing at your end as well. Okay. Can you open it and check if you can confirm if you can view that or not? You can just navigate through this site, something like this. See, day one, day two, like the same way you're navigating through files here. Okay, you can navigate through files here as well. Okay, can you just confirm if once you open it?
Yeah, of course, sir. We get the
Okay.
access. Yeah.
Oh, okay, it's public, so you can view that. So every day right after my class, I'll try to push the code so that you can have it for your reference purpose. Okay, you can keep it for your practice and any information. See, this is just information about the class, and the keywords are information about keywords or special reserved words in Python. Errors will be another information files, information file, something like that. Okay. And yeah, like as we go on, I'll try to add some other information related files also, not only just class files, class related files, right? Okay. Um, sorry, sorry, 1 second. I'll go on mute just 1 second. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. So today, as per the course plan, as per the syllabus, okay. So we have seen till this point, okay. So yesterday I have asked you guys to install Python and Visual Studio. Did anyone uh, completed that particular step, or you guys stuck anywhere? You need
No,
my
sir.
you completed it?
Yeah,
Did you?
yes, sir. Yeah.
Great. Okay. Mrudula, did you completed it? Sharanjit.
I
Okay.
completed it, sir.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. So, so everyone has their own their own Python version. Sorry, their own Python installed in your system. Then you have your VS Code installed in your system, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Can you open your terminal so that we can do it in parallel? Like, can you open your command prompt? Okay. Let me know if it is not visible. I'll try to increase the font. Okay. Let me see if I have it. I think I have. Yeah, I think this one. I've increased font size for one of the profiles actually. Not this one. Okay, let us continue with this one. Okay. So everyone open your terminals.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So type type uh, Python 3 -hyphen version. You have already done it yesterday. Okay. Today we'll see how to get into Python's own console, or else Python's own console, which is called REPL, read event print loop. Okay. In that console, it's like it's like we are getting into Python's world. We are getting into Python's world. Python 3 is the command which enables us to get into Python's world through terminal. Okay. When I say Python's world, it means like you don't have to how can I say, each and every line, it's like you're writing in Python's world itself. Like right after every line, it gets executed. It try to throw you the result then and there itself. It's not like having a file executing it, something like that. You are executing everything line by line. Okay. Once you have entered into this REPL, okay, you can execute, or else you can run each line by line of your code. If you want to check something, you can use this particular REPL to do that. Okay. And you can use this REPL to get some help regarding Python also. Okay. Let's do, or else let's start with a simple thing. Yesterday we have used a word called print. Okay. And we have printed something, hi, something like that. Okay. Like the same way we'll do that. See, it has given you, or else it has thrown you whatever it is intended to do. Okay. Like you wanted hi to be displayed on this terminal, it displayed. Okay. If I want to perform an addition operation, I can do that. If I want to perform a subtraction kind of thing, I can do that. uh, if I want to add, if I want to multiply, or else any other Python related things, I can just do it here without even storing it in a file. But it's like for that instance itself, it won't store anything. It won't store the complete execution flow. It won't store that. Okay. This REPL will be beneficial only when you want to check something, when you want to check something related to Python. Okay. And Next thing is, you if you want to, get some help related to Python, okay, right? You can just press help. You can just use the word help, okay, and you can type something here. Okay, I want to get help on print. I'm using print, but I don't even know what it is, what it means in Python. Okay, so I have added, or else I have given. I'm sorry.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Sorry for the interruption, actually.
Go ahead, please.
Actually, in my terminal, it shows that Python was not found, but actually in VS Code, it's running my code.
Can you run Python 3?
No, actually, should I share my screen for it will easily visible to you?
Okay, okay. Can you start sharing your screen? Anyone, any others has the same issue?
No.
Okay, you could able to get into this REPL, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Are you
Yeah,
visible, sir?
yeah. I can see it.
Yeah.
I think you haven't
In
added the path. You haven't added the path, I think.
uh,
That could be the issue.
so what can I do right now, sir?
While installing itself, you have to add a path to this one. Okay. I can share you one link. Okay, to add Python's what is that? Path to your own global path. Okay, there is a this is a common issue. You don't have to worry about it. I can just share you link, or else I can just share you a video tutorial also on this one. Right now, you don't worry about it. You just go to VS Code. Just go to VS Code. Yeah, open terminal here.
Oh,
Just go to view, or else terminal. There is an option called terminal, right, on the menu bar. Yeah, terminal. Click on terminal. No, 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 no. After run, you have terminal. Oh, yeah. Or else this one also you can open. Yeah. Click on. Okay. Now press Python, or else enter Python here. No, no, no. Python 3. Can you try Python 3 there? Can you do one thing? Can you search in the in your Windows terminal? Okay. Can you look for Python there? In the Windows terminal, sorry, in your search bar, in your Windows search bar. Okay, look for Python. Yeah, click on that Python 64-bit app. Click there. Yeah, now you are into this REPL. Okay, in Windows it's different. Yeah. Now you now you execute the same line, print something like that. It gives you the same. It gives you the details of Python that which is installed in a system. Okay. Yeah, print one,
yeah,
two, anything. Print one, two, or anything, like need not to be a string. Okay, it can be number also. Okay.
yeah, got it.
Okay. Thank you. I'll start sharing my screen. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
So, as I was saying, REPL allows you to execute or run basic commands of Python. Okay, basic uh, lines. Okay, basic statements of Python, and at the same time, help will give you information on whatever topic that you need on in Python. Okay, let's say so far the only programming word that we have used, programming related word that we have used in our class is print. And you might be wondering what is print. If you want to know about print, just use help of print. That's it. It gives you, see, help on built-in function print in module built-in. It is saying that, okay, print is a built-in function. What is a built-in function? We'll see. What is a built-in function? What is first of all, what is a function? Then what is a built-in function? All those we can see, but our intention right now is to understand how to use the REPL. That's it. You have any doubts here?
Sir, what is the full form of REPL?
Read event print loop.
Okay, sir.
Okay. It's like you're not in a normal terminal. Okay, you're not in a systems terminal. You are into Python's terminal. Okay, whatever line you write, okay, whatever statement you give, it should be related to Python. Okay, it should not any system related commands. Let's say ls. Okay, it should not be ls or anything. Okay, it just if you enter ls here in your normal terminal, okay, this is this is this is systems related terminal, I'm saying. Okay, I can
Yeah,
just give system commands will be understandable by this terminal. Okay, here only Python related commands will be understandable to this REPL terminal. Okay, whatever we have
got it, sir.
open, right? So REPL and help we have covered. Okay, then we'll see actually how Python works, or else how Python is different from others. Why is it called as an interpreted language? Then what is the difference between source code, bytecode, and machine code? How Python reference variables? Okay, all these things we'll go step by step. Okay, you have to be very patient here, or else you have to be very attentive here. Okay, so please let me know. Let me stop there whenever you have some doubt. Okay, for this I have to open my previous readme file which I have for. Okay. So we have right, like where we can use Python in how many different ways, or else in how many different job opportunities, or else in how many different applications we can use Python. You already know that, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Everyone know that, or you want me to give some idea there in that? Mrudula, you know
No,
that?
no. Can you give some idea on that?
Okay, like see, Python nowadays, okay, mostly being used as a backend language. Okay, when I say backend language, it's like suppose you have see your let me open a notes. Okay, so mostly people have web applications or mobile applications or something like that. Assume that, okay, your interest is having a mobile application or a web application. Okay, your job business, your business is to your business is to cater your customers. Okay, like an online delivery. Okay, an online food delivery kind of thing. Okay, you are catering, or else you are serving online food. Okay, through and you are using a mobile and web application to get orders and uh, to let them track your food delivery process and those kind of things. Step by step, stages by stages, something stage by stage, something like that. Okay, so if you are planning to build this application, first of all, you should have a front end for this application. When I say front end usually what it does is it allows you to interact with your system, with your application's features. It allows you to interact with your application features. Let's say this is the application. This is just an application, a web application. This is whatever I'm seeing. This is called front end. Okay, it is allowing me to uh, access the issues feature, pull request feature, actions feature, something like that. Like the same way, front end will allow you to access to place orders. Okay, there will be a option to place your orders, track your order. something like that. Okay, it is a user interface which allows you to place orders, track orders based on the business that you are giving to the customer. Okay, backend, whereas backend is all where your mm, data to and fro happens actually, right? Okay, when you click on some button, front end just allows you to click something, choose something, or else enter your inputs, display the results. That's what front end can does. Okay, but whereas the backend actual data storage or else actual business logic execution, rules execution, or else any price calculations, all these will be done at the backend side. Okay, storing your orders, storing your orders. Okay, then storing tracking information. Along with this, storing tracking information and uh, handling handling application traffic. All these will be happened at the backend side. For this, not just backend. When I say backend, it means it involves database also. Database is the place where you store the actual data. Database is the place where you store the actual data. When I say data, it is again it depends on, it varies on the business that you are that you are doing. Here it is a restaurant business, so we store we store food details, we store order details, we store employee details, we store the delivery guy details. All these details will be stored in that database. Okay. So now when I say like Python is actually being used in this place. Okay. The front end languages, okay, mostly nowadays, the front end languages, okay, Angular, not even Angular, React is the popular one right now. React, Angular, Vue, okay. Then I think these are all the uh, mostly used front end technologies nowadays. Okay. Whereas when I say back end, okay, Python, Java, Kotlin, Node, you have PHP and those kind of things, but they're outdated. These are all the backend technologies people use nowadays. Okay. The connection between like, okay, we understood, okay, Python will be used in the backend side, but how in what way it is used? Let's say you want to establish a connection between this front end and the back end. Whenever people see in olden days, okay, like let's say like 10 years from now, 10 years back from now, or else 15 years back from now, application used to be single tier applications. When I say single tier applications, both front end and back end will be in the same system, will be in the same system. They used to talk to each other within the system itself. They used to tightly coupled, front end and back end used to be tightly coupled. But nowadays, they are being separated. Front end is separate, back end is separate. Okay. When you have two applications in the same system, the communication would be very easy. You will use some kind of pipes or queues to connect or else to exchange the information between two processes or else two programs. Okay, but nowadays applications are being, or else the front end and back end are being separated. They need to have a medium, a way to communicate with each other. That's where you introduce, or else you have a concept called API development, or else API, application programming interface. Okay, application programming interface. So Python is playing a major role in this application programming interface development. Okay, so using Python API, this front end, whatever we have developed using React or either Angular or Vue, can talk to my Python backend application. Okay, which gives you the order information, tracking information. Okay, all these kind of information it gives you there. Okay, that is one place where you can use Python. Next thing, let's say you wanted to improve your customers user experience. Okay, you want to give better insights to your customers. Okay, suppose a customer is ordering every day a food called X. Okay, now next time when he's okay, suppose if customer X is liking or else ordering certain food, he has a certain food taste. Okay, he likes all this what is that, sweets. Okay, example, he likes so many sweets. Okay, he's ordering every time sweets. Okay, if you want to give him better experience of your restaurant, okay, what you would do is, like, suppose if there is a system which predicts or else which analyzes his ordering behavior and gives him some kind of suggestions. That's what this ML or AI on all these things are doing. Okay, so you are actually collecting his data, collecting his order data, his order pattern. Okay, and you are analyzing his pattern. Okay, on Monday he's ordering this, on Tuesday he's ordering this, on Wednesday he's ordering this, and he repeated the same behavior for over past 6 months. Okay, so the next instance, when he's trying to place an order in the application, you can just suggest him that, okay, hey, you have ordered this on from last 6 months. Okay, why can't you order this? Or else why can't you suggest a new sweet that we have introduced? Okay, and you have added so many calories or something like that. Okay, all these suggestions, all these machine learning based suggestions also can be done using Python. Okay, so Python is used in suggest like predictions or suggestions, predictions or suggestions to improve user experience. Okay, and this comes under machine learning or artificial intelligence, you call it anything. Okay, artificial intelligence is sorry, machine learning is under the umbrella of artificial intelligence. Okay, uh, on top artificial intelligence, under machine learning, it just goes on something like that. Okay, I'll just keep it a generic name, artificial intelligence, something like that. Okay, something like that. Okay, right. So mostly Python is being used here in API development, then predictions and suggestions, then another thing. Okay, suppose you want to scale your application. You want to scale your application and you need some testers with you. Okay, a scaling application means you are expecting 100 users or else 10,000 users to log into your system per second. Assume you're using big billion day sales of Amazon or Flipkart or any other service. Okay, any other web service, sorry, web application. How do you think they handle that much traffic on that specific day? They get minimum 1 million users on a specific day, something like that. How do you think they are going to handle that? Okay, like Netflix, how do you think it is handling that much traffic every day? Okay, so if they have to handle that much traffic, how do you think they have tested it? By using what they have tested it? Do you think they have 1 million users sitting in front of the desk and testing this application? It won't happen because it costs so much, right? So to test your application, also you can use Python. Okay, for testing purpose, also you can use Python there. Okay, this is another area that you can get into when you learn Python. Next thing is automations. Automations, when I say automations, is like, suppose you are running this restaurant, the same restaurant example we'll take. You are few things, okay? Uh, few things you wanted to automate, let's say, or after receiving an order, you wanted to display it on a chef's table or a chef's display. You wanted to display it, and you wanted to keep track of the chef's activity. Let's say he has taken the order, he's preparing the order, he's packing the order, he's delivered the order. These are the stages. Okay, all these orders, okay, you can write an automation program to track the chef's activity every time. Okay, so like this, you can have multiple automation requirements even at your home. If you just think, you will have a lot of daily activities that you can automate. You can have daily so many other activities. You can use simple Python to automate them. Let's say if you have quiz, or else if you are studying, if you are in college, okay, you can have multiple. You can just come up with some ideas like. Let's say you wanted to get some weather information. You can write your own, what is that, weather information application using Python. You can get it. Like so many open APIs are there to get weather information. If you want to write, or else if you want to send a WhatsApp message, an automatic replier, a reply application, or an email application, something like that. Okay, you can develop your own things like that. Okay, using automation. Even here, you can use Python. Okay, next advantage of having Python is Python can be used in talking to the devices also. You might have heard this concept called Internet of Things, right? I can just talk to a device. I can just talk to my CC camera. I can just talk to my garage door. I can just talk to my coffee machine. I can just talk to my AC as well. Like if you know, people started like long back itself. They have started using mobile phones to talk to their ACs, set their temperatures even before they enter into the room. People started talking to their cars, either to get information, or else if anyone has any car like Tesla. Okay, Tesla has this application where you can set your temperature, the seat temperature. You can warm up your seats even before you enter into the car. Like Tesla, so many other cars might have also introduced by this time. Okay, um, so Internet of Things is one such area. You can just use this Python, right? I hope these are enough for now. Okay. Um, so Python is okay. Why you are you could able to do all these such things is the readability. First of all, it's very easy to understand. Right now it is on very high level. It's like, do something, do this, print this. If this happens, you do this. If not, you do some other thing. It would be something like this. The readability of Python is very high. So that's why people started uh, adapting to this language. Okay, I'm not saying Python is the only language that is available in the market, or that is popular in the market. Every language has its pros and cons. But if you're a beginner, I would suggest you to go with Python. Then you choose your own choice of language. Okay, based on the situation, or sorry, based on the case, based on the business case that you're serving. Okay. If you want to understand how Python works, okay, I have to tell you, I have to show you a diagram. But before that, I have to tell you few things like machine code, source code, and machine bytecode kind of thing. When you install Python, did you understand this part till IoT part, or anyone has any questions there?
No, sir. Perfect.
Is it good? Okay.
Yeah.
Next thing is how Python works, or else how when you install it, what happens, or else when you run it, what happens, right? Okay. When you install your Python, you're basically installing Python's virtual machine in your system. Virtual machine is like another system in your own system. Like, okay, it has its own small bit of operating system within itself. Okay, it processes its own commands and everything. Okay, we're not going to get in detail into that. Just understand that, okay, Python has its own virtual machine which interprets your code and converts it into machine code. On the first day itself, I told you that Devices can only understand voltage. It doesn't even know what is 1 or 0 on anything. Okay. What we are, it doesn't even know print. It doesn't even know if, it doesn't even know for. It doesn't only understand ones and zero, sorry, plus 5 volt or 0, or the operating range, or whatever operating range the electronic device is operating on. Okay. Most of the operating devices plus 12 volt or plus 5 volt. It depends. It varies on the device's capability. Okay. Let's say your application, your device is running on plus 12 volt and 0 volt. Okay, something like that. Okay, so if your this is what device understands. This is what device understands. Okay. People thought about this, and they wanted to give a digital language to this one, a digitally understandable language to this one. So that's why they have invented ones and zeros. Ones and zeros. This ones and zeros is the binary language. They're calling it as binary language. Okay. 1 means plus 12 volt, 0 means 0 volt. That's what they mean. Okay, when you give 1, it's plus 12. When you give 0, it's 0. I'm not saying that, okay, 12 for everything. It depends on the voltage range, as I said. Okay, so this plus 1, this ones and 0. Okay, again, if you just go back, we are coming in a reverse way. Okay, if you just go back, you are going to write your code, like your source code, human understandable code. Okay, this is compiler, virtual machine, whatever you call it. Compiler, VM, interpreter, whatever you call it. Okay, this is how it goes. Okay, I'm just coming it from the bottom. So you have heard the source code, the byte code, the machine code. So these are all the three things that you have to understand when you are learning any language. Okay, your source code is nothing but this particular one, railway info.py, whatever file that it is, that consists of, or else that has your business logic, is called as source code. Okay, that source code is human readable code, and your business logic. Okay, other languages, if you see from this diagram, other languages, they have compiler. Okay, if you assume that this is your computer, okay, I have segregated it into three different things. See, your source code, which is on folder level, your byte code, which is on virtual machine. Okay, this is for Python, right? So that's why I've added virtual machine. And this is your machine code, which only operating systems can understand. Okay, your other low level programming languages, like, okay, C is a mid level, but you can consider that also, or else assembly language. When you write something, when you write a program on a human level, or human understandable program, if you give it to the compiler, if you compile it, okay, if you compile it, the program, it just converts it into machine code. Machine code, when I say, it is binary language, it is in the binary language, ones and zeros. Okay, after that, it might get converted into voltage, plus 5 plus 0. That we don't need to bother about it. All we have to worry about it right now is till the machine code part. We don't bother about the voltage levels and those things. That's not our area of interest right now. Okay, but when it comes to Python, Python is, after compilation, okay, it just converts that into byte code. Then the virtual machine will convert that into a machine code. Okay, so whatever system, okay, wherever we have this Python virtual machine, okay, you can run this application on that specific system. Okay, so if you see the definitions of it, source code, which is a high level language, as I said already, bytecode which results from the compilation of source code. This is after the compilation of source code. Virtual machine process the bytecode, interprets, translates that bytecode into machine code. Okay, this virtual machine takes bytecode as an input and converts that into machine code. Any system which has virtual machines, irrespective of OS, can run the bytecode that makes it independent of OS. Right now, Python virtual machines are independent of operating system that we are running. Okay, like okay, suppose if I'm running Mac OS, you might be running Windows, or someone might be running Linux, Ubuntu, Fedora, whatever it is. Okay, the behavior of our application, the behavior of our program won't change based on the operating system. Okay, the compilation process won't change based on the operating system we are running, we are executing. Okay, it is independent uh, of of the OS. Okay, because we have our own virtual machine installed in our system. Okay, and that virtual machine takes the bytecode and it takes the responsibility of converting it into machine code. Okay, whereas C, it might be different. I believe it might be little different there. Okay, the machine code is binary formatted code that the OS can only understand, read and understand. Okay, we can get machine code stays after interpretation or compilation. Just whatever I just said. Okay, just the theory part of it. Okay, so this is how we actually process a file, a Python file, from the human understandable code till the operating system understandable machine codes. Okay, that's the journey of your Python file. That's the journey of your Python file. And let us actually see, now we understood how Python actually process the file. Okay, but see, if I want to give you a real-time example, like how is it different from other languages? Okay, the fundamental difference between other language. Okay, I want to give you a simple example, which I give in every class. Okay, so I have a room full of boxes. Okay, I have a room full of boxes, and in that room full of boxes, I have uh, different colored balls. I have different colored balls. Like in one box I have red, in another box I have 6, in another box, in another box I have green, yellow. It goes on something like this. And each box is actually labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the numbers. Okay, it is labeled with some number. Okay, so I have two people right now. I'll choose two persons from this group. I have Salome and Mrudula. Okay, I have two people from this group. So to Mrudula, I'm giving a command saying that, okay, Mrudula, room, go to that room and get me a red ball. To Mrudula, I'm giving a command, go to that room and get me a red ball. For Salome, I'm just saying, Salome, go to that room, get me a red ball from box 6, something like that. Okay. Now, did you understand my instruction, both Mrudula and Salome?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
sir.
now you tell me, now Sharanjit or Rohit, tell me who will get me the ball faster.
Allow me, because you have given the clear instructions.
Okay. Uh, what is the advantage of working with Salome right now?
Sorry.
What is the advantage of working with Salome?
Uh,
Fast. She can do the thing fast.
She will be faster. Okay.
yes.
What is the disadvantage of working with Salome? Is there any disadvantage working with Salome?
No.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think so. I am not sure.
Okay. What is the advantage of working with Mrudula then?
Uh, you have only given the number regarding that box.
Okay.
That's it. So,
What is the disadvantage of working with Mrudula?
so it takes time
Okay,
for
time. Yeah.
searching the box.
Okay. So you're giving me advantage and disadvantage with respect to time itself, right?
Yeah.
The so
Yeah.
far advantage and disadvantage that you have given me is with respect to time. Okay, but with respect of comfortness, right? Comfort levels. Okay, now you give me advantage and who has more advantage and who has more who has more disadvantage, something like that. With respect to comfort, I'm saying, if I have to work with Salome, uh, do I feel as a person, okay, if I'm lazy, assume that if I'm lazy, okay, if I have to work with Salome, what should I have even before giving her the command? What should I know? I'll help you here.
Yeah.
Even before giving command to Salome, I should know about that room, right? Don't you
Yes.
think? How would I
Yeah.
know in on six in box number 6 I'll have red ball? If I just go there and check each and every box, or else if I keep all the information related to that box, I will only know, then only I will know which instruction, which then only I can give Salome the clear instruction
Yes.
of
Yes.
get me red ball from box number 6, something like that. But do you think if I have just one room and just 10 box, that would be easy. But if I have thousands of rooms, or else thousands of or lakhs of room and lakhs of boxes with me, do you think I can it would be easy for me?
No, it's too
No,
No, no.
complicated.
too
Yeah.
complicated, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now
Yep.
let's take Mrudula's example. Now to Mrudula, I can just say that, okay, Mrudula, I need red ball, you just go and get it for me, that's it. Okay,
Yeah.
now whose responsibility is to get the job done?
Mridula.
Now it's Mrudula's job is to go through each box, or else how she is going to figure it out, that's not my concern right now. All my concern
Yeah.
is like I've given an instruction or not, I got my output or not. Okay, that's what matters to me at the end, because I'm lazy right now, right? Okay, so I just
Yeah.
told her that, okay, get me the red ball. Somehow she figured a way to get the red ball, she got it for me. So whom do you think I'll work with some kind of comfort level? Forget about the fastness, or the here fast is not the parameter right now.
Mridula. Because
Okay,
because she putting efforts
yeah,
on the task.
So you gave the responsibility.
yeah.
So she has to
So
take care. Yeah.
so I'll tell you right now. So here Mrudula is actually my Python language. Salome is actually my C language here. Okay, if I have to convert it into technical things, okay.
Yeah.
When I'm working with C, when I'm working in C, okay, I have to understand the room is nothing but my memory space. The boxes are nothing but my registers. Okay, the balls are nothing but my data.
Did. Yeah. Got it.
Yes.
Okay, so I have
Yeah.
to understand my memory block, or else I have to understand where it is getting stored, how many memory blocks it is getting, the each ball is taking, either it is 4 bytes or 8 bytes or something. I should have a clear picture of my memory space. I should have a clear picture of my memory space. Okay, that's the issue when I'm working with C language. Okay, I should have I should be a pro in that. Okay, I should have more understanding of my structure. That then only I can give clear instructions. It is faster, of course, if I put effort on that. Okay, I have to put less effort on making it more faster. But when I work with Python, okay, I don't have to worry about which space it is storing, what is the memory block, or whatever, how many bytes it is taking. I don't need to worry about it. Python itself will take care of it. So I feel more comfort with Python when I'm working with Python, but evidently it will be little slow compared to C. It will be little slow compared to C. So that's the difference between these two languages. If I have to give you some kind of difference between these two languages, okay, that's the classic example I use. I hope you understand that one. Okay,
Yeah. Got
so
it.
every
Perfect.
every language has its own advantages and disadvantages. It's up to us in what scenario, what language we have to use. It's up to us to decide. Okay. If I need faster performance, I go with C. If I need a comfort. If I want things to get done on with some comfort level, okay, like I don't want to worry about memory or anything. I just need to focus on the business logic. We just go with Python. Okay, so that's how Python is different from other languages. You understood that one?
Yeah.
Okay, so Python is actually being called as an okay, so how Python stores the memory block, or else sorry, memory uh, what is that, each number one, number two, or a string hello, or all these things. Okay, how Python stores is another thing called memory optimization, or else how Python reference variables. Okay, why is it called as interpreted language? What is garbage collection? Okay, so all these things we'll just see in our coming classes. Okay, or else in our maybe just one more class for this about Python we'll take. Okay, then syntax and semantics, and after that we will get into my we will get into this 1 second. Yeah, we'll get into this first concept called variables. Okay, after the variables we'll see data types. Okay, then like that we'll just go on data types, or then this one for loops, sorry, loops, conditions, then dictionaries, keys, tuples. So all these concepts we'll see in the next week. I'll try to cover data types, then yeah, mostly variables, data types, naming conventions. I think these three concepts we'll try to see in next week. Okay, so if you have any questions so far, please you can use this 5 minutes time to ask me. If you don't have any questions, let's stop the session for today, and let's see you on Monday. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Regarding about Git,
Git. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
I mean, when you are gonna start regarding about the Git? That's what I'm asking.
Okay. Git. Usually in my previous batches, I started a pretty at an early stage. Okay, because I wanted them to practice with me, or else along with me. Okay, I wanted them to do that. But since you guys are saying that you guys are totally new to this programming world, at least like not even to Python, you guys are new to programming world, right? Okay, I don't want to uh, get you guys confused. So I want your consent right now, like whether to start with Git an early stage, or else first of all you want to get a good understanding of Python, or else whatever we are doing. If you are comfortable with Python, at least like you should be able to open your system and create a file, execute and run it, write some simple logics like addition, subtraction, these kind of things. Then I could tell you, okay, what is the importance of Git and what else, how to use Git.
Yeah.
I just
Okay.
want to know your opinion on that. You can give me your opinion. That's my plan actually.
Yeah, that's
But
completely fine, sir. Yeah, that's completely fine.
okay, Mrudula, you know about Git?
No, sir, I don't.
You don't. Okay, Sharanjit, you know about Git? Salome,
I don't.
you don't. Okay, Salome, what about you?
No, sir.
No, but okay, you do one thing, like just meanwhile you just go through, like open Google and just search for GitHub. I can just give you, I'll use 5 minutes of your time to just give you a basic idea of Git. Okay, let's say we are developing an application. How many people are there here? You four and me five. We five people are developing an application. Okay, you're sitting in somewhere in different parts of USA. I'm sitting in India right now. Okay, if we want to collaborate on a project, what do you think we are going to do? Suppose I am developing. Suppose I have written something in this class notes.txt. How would I share this file with you? How can I share this file with you? How many different ways I can share this file with you?
By Git, you can share, and it's a open source. We can have the access
Which one? Which one? Sorry.
through the Git.
Oh,
Through
through the
the
Git.
GitHub. Yeah.
Forget about Git. I am asking Mrudula because she doesn't even know what
Yeah.
Git is actually.
Sorry.
Mrudula, how do you think we are going to share this class and iPhone notes.txt file with you? How do you think I can share that with you? Sorry. Hello, you can say like basic things like email, WhatsApp.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, right? Like if you don't have Git, okay, forget about Git. Like I can just share that with you in email. Sorry,
Email.
via
Yeah.
email, or else I can just
Or
send you
message. Yeah. Text.
a message, a text
Yeah.
message.
Mm.
Okay, but do you think if I have a change, okay, suppose I have sent this email with you, sorry, I have sent this thing as an email attachment. On the very next in the very next moment, I have added something like this, some new line. How do you think how do you think it will get updated there? Or else or else you have added your own line there to the same file, your own line to the same file. How do I get that change in my file? See, there is a gap right here. There is a problem here.
Yes.
In system in advanced software development or else in enterprise software development, not only see code will not be just developed by just one person. Multiple people will develop, or else multiple people work on the same file, okay, or else multiple files. And at the same time, if the application has to go online, every file is required, every file should be updated, okay, up to date, okay, it should be up to date in order to run it successfully. Okay, so this is where people have seen the gap, and they invented a tool called Git. They invented a tool called Git. Okay, usually Git helps you to Git helps you to keep track of every change that you are making on a file. Keep track of every change that you are making on a file, and it helps you to share these files across your team. Share this file across your team. Suppose you have made this file, okay, and you have saved this file with a version called version 1. Okay, in the very next version you have added some new line 2. Because of this new line 2, the code has crashed. Assume that, okay, the code has crashed. So immediately you can just go back to the previous version 1. So all these things, okay, what we are trying to do here is like you are keep tracking every change, every minute detail that you make in a specific file. Okay, so Git is actually a tool, a command line tool, which helps you to track all the changes that you are making in a file, in a file, like any file, like text file, readmd file, or else some Python file, any kind of file. It keeps track of all the changes that you are making. GitHub is a space, or else is a place where you can see all these things. Git is actually a command line tool. GitHub is actually built on top of, or else using Git command line, and it gives you a user interface to view all those changes, view all the files, share all the files, okay, perform some other operation. Okay, this is the basic understanding of all your this is the basic understanding of Git. Okay, if you see, I'll just show you one thing. Okay, in one of my projects, let's say, suppose there is a project here. Okay, assume that, okay, I have I want to show you the changes that I've see in this particular file. Okay, in this particular commit, or else in this particular push, I have added this code. I've added some code here. Previously, there used to be none here. It used to be empty. On the left hand side, it is saying that, okay, it used to be empty, but we have populated that empty space with all this code, something like that. If you see here, previously, there used to be testing for day client removal word on line number 154, and I have removed that, and I have removed that here. So something like that. Each and every minute detail it gives us actually, right? So all these things we can keep track of all these changes using this Git, and GitHub is the space where we can visualize those changes. Okay. Along with this, you can just go through any kind of online document about Git. Just get some basic understanding. We will see once we will see those commands are comfortable once we are at a comfortable level with Python, right? You're okay with that?
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. Fine,
Yeah.
sir.
Great. Okay, let me stop sharing, or else let me stop recording as well.